In today's video, we are going to cover TINA and cash is trash, two buzz phrases that have been frequently thrown around in the financial press until up to very recently. And more importantly, we are also going to cover what we should be doing if we are getting aware that there are some buzzwords or phrases coming up like this and are thrown around in the financial press. Hello and welcome. My name is Peter B and I welcome you here at My First Million, where we are achieving our financial goals together. So first, let me start with TINA. What's the meaning of TINA? TINA stands for There is no alternative. So TINA is the abbreviation of There is no alternative. And what's the meaning on this? There is no alternative to what? So until up to very recently, there was a very high money supply coming from the Fed. And in addition to that, we were at 0% interest rates. The Fed put the interest rates at 0%. So well, then you can put all this money that was in circulation in the economy and maybe on people's bank accounts. So were you able to put them onto your bank accounts? Bank accounts, as the interest rates were very low, also didn't generate any return. Was it possible to invest them into bonds? Also the same for bonds. The interest rates also were diminishingly low. Therefore, up to maybe 1 to 2 years ago, there was a huge assumption in the investment community that there is no alternative to stocks. So the only location where you can put your money in is into the stock market. Because even though maybe the stock prices are already at relatively high level, over time, at least it should still generate a positive return. So that was about TINA. Then the second phrase, cash is trash, is basically going into the very same direction like TINA. This phrase, I think, was famously minted by Ray Dalio, where he was, until recently, was saying that cash is trash. With no interest rate and potential inflation, he said that cash is trash. If you just put it into the bank account with 0% interest rate, and over time we know that there's inflation coming and your money is less and less worth. The cash that you're having is less and less worth. So therefore, he recommended not to have and hold any cash. So if cash is trash, then what wasn't trash at that time? Of course, it was investment opportunities which generated some rate of return. Only the problem is though, with all this money available in the economy, there was a lot of money flowing towards those investment opportunities. And therefore, those investment opportunities overall got bumped to pretty high prices. So what was the result of the story? Both TINA and cash is trash only held true for some time. They were only true as long as interest rates were low and there is a lot of money in circulation in the economy. However, with quantitative tightening by the Fed, there is less money in the economy to invest. Also, now with inflation coming, the Fed increased the interest rates, and with higher yields, there are suddenly more alternatives again, like bonds. So if you suddenly have alternatives outside the stock market, which also can generate a rate of return, then what happened to those highly priced stocks? Of course, they were crashing down. So this was all playing out throughout the past 1 to 2 years. And I think the key takeaway, the key learning for everyone who was invested in the market is it's always good to also think as a contrarian. Think different than everyone else in the market is differently. Or as Charlie Munger would put it, always inverse. So if everyone is talking about TINA, there is no alternative. maybe there is an alternative. Or maybe there's no alternative now, but there will be some alternative soon. And again, if everyone is saying cash is trash, then maybe cash won't be trash very soon again. Therefore, whenever you hear any new buzz phrases like Tina, like cash is trash, take one step backwards, be a little bit more careful, and think about what would be a contrarian approach. Of course, this doesn't mean that at that point you need to completely do the opposite what the market is doing. However, what you could be doing is taking off some risks off the table, or do at least partially another approach than everyone else is doing. So if the tide is shifting, you also will have the possibility to take advantage of some new upcoming opportunities. What are your thoughts and experiences with Tina or cash is trash? Please write and share with us in the comments below. Also, do you hear any other buzzwords recently? Also share them with us in the comments below. Thanks a lot for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and especially I look forward to seeing you winning financially.